Happy Wednesday, everyone. So if you missed the past 24 hours, buckle up because it's been a wild ride across crypto markets and global politics. Bitcoin briefly kissed $96,000 overnight, and with BlackRock moving over 3,290 Bitcoin to Coinbase, analysts are now forecasting a push to 98,000 this month, while Polymarket odds for Bitcoin hitting 100,000 in January just spiked past 50%. Speaking of Bitcoin adoption, El Salvador is now handing out Bitcoin passports to tourists, and Vivek Ramaswamy's Strive just acquired Bitcoin company Semler Scientific in an all-stock deal. So institutional momentum is clearly building. Over $429 million in short positions got liquidated in the past day, which tells you just how brutal this volatility has been for anyone betting against the rally. Meanwhile, silver is having its own moment, hitting a new all-time high of $90, and China just posted a record $1.2 trillion trade surplus despite US tariffs, which brings us to the political fireworks. President Trump says Jerome Powell will be replaced soon. There's chatter about action on Greenland within weeks or months, and he's doubling down on tariffs, saying if you're anti-tariff, you're pro-Chinese, while also promising to push oil prices down even further. Bank of America is warning that the DOJ probe into Powell could actually strengthen Fed hawks and slow rate cuts, and there's a 73% chance the Supreme Court rules Trump's tariffs illegal tomorrow, so buckle up for that. On the regulatory side, SEC Chair Paul Atkins says his top priority is bringing crypto markets out of the regulatory gray zone. Senator Lummis is calling for Congress to pass crypto market structure legislation, and the Senate just unveiled a draft bill, so Washington is finally waking up to the fact that crypto isn't going anywhere. Over in traditional markets, small caps are up 6.2% year to date. The S&P 500 is up 1.8%, and JP Morgan Chase just posted a 7% revenue bump to $45.8 billion for Q4. Though the federal government spent $1.8 trillion while only taking in $1.2 trillion in the first 3 months of the fiscal year, and the interest expense on U.S. national debt just hit a record $1.27 trillion over the last 12 months. So yeah, the math isn't exactly mathing. Japan's 30-year bond yield spiked to 3.46%, the highest on record, and U.S. inflation is holding steady at 2.7%, which is keeping everyone on edge. In altcoin land, Ethereum climbed to 3,350. BlackRock moved nearly 5,700 Ethereum to Coinbase. Monero hit a new all-time high of $672, and Ghost just partnered with Vivek to build Solana native privacy payments infrastructure. CZ joined Genius Trading as an advisor after YZI Labs made a multi-eight-figure investment, though he also warned everyone that if you're aping into every meme coin people create based on his random tweets, you're almost guaranteed to lose money. And former NYC Mayor Eric Adams learned that lesson the hard way after launching a crypto token that's crashed over 81% from its peak. If you found this recap helpful, make sure to follow me, and I'll see you tomorrow with another roundup of everything you need to know.